I know that camera kind of glitching out a little bit, but it's because they're dealing with so much rainfall coming from the sky. St. Louis, Missouri, and St. Louis County dealing with another flash flood warning this morning, and you can tell why. The rain has just kind of been building here, continuing to dump on this location. So that's what we're getting at across St. Louis. Across the rest of the state, it's still very tough. Interstate 70 was the corridor yesterday where we pretty much lined it up right on the interstate. We're doing just about the same thing today. Maybe if there's any change, it's a subtle shift south from where we were yesterday, but you can see more flash flood warnings appearing on that northern side as we loop through time. So this is still going to be another soaker for us after we've already saturated the ground yesterday morning. Plenty of lightning also associated with this, so it's not the kind that you can be outside for to do maybe some of those parades early this morning. I'm sure they'll get going later, and hopefully by then we can lift some of the rain out of the region, but it'll still be a challenge. Des Moines, 71 for you. Lots of warmth out there for so many of us, including 67 in Sioux Falls. Slides east. It is going to bring some of that moisture into the northeast. There's another storm system behind it. So severe weather threat today is a moderate risk in some of those areas here in southeastern Minnesota, southwestern Wisconsin, and northeastern Iowa. We also have a good chunk of southern Missouri into Oklahoma that is covered here too. Here's what it looks like through time. That low pressure system spinning, allowing for plenty of rain there. Lightning strikes still a possibility too with some of these other thunderstorms as they move off towards the east by the harbor. And of course, we are in the 60s already this morning, Boston, so it's pretty mild. Definitely don't need that jacket or anything as we head through the 4th of July. 73 in Pittsburgh at this point, 74 in Washington, D.C. There's plenty of warmth, plenty of humidity. Unfortunately, it's going to lead to some showers and thunderstorms. Cold front that's been working its way east throughout today is going to make its way towards the East Coast. This is much weaker than how it's been through the past couple of hours. So as it moves towards the I-95 corridor, well, we'll still have showers and thunderstorms. We won't be talking about quite the severity of some of those thunderstorms. There still will be a zone, though, across the nation's capital where some of those thunderstorms could have some damaging winds. Watch out for some limbs or trees down. That's certainly a possibility. But I think really the story is just keep in mind that lightning, and whenever you hear that thunder, you got to get inside because of the lightning risk that's associated with it. New York City thunderstorms, again, still possible. Not a washout all day long. As we head through your Friday, we've got plenty more humidity on tap for us. The showers and thunderstorms still holding on across the west as the next storm system comes in. So for places like Columbus, it gets to be a pretty active day for you tomorrow, but New York City probably not quite as much in the way of thunderstorm activity, and certainly Boston, just keeping with our humidity in forecast. One thing I want to say, as we go into the weekend, look at this moisture plume come up. This is a lot of water in the air when you talk about the whole column of the atmosphere. So you count up all the water that's in the layers of the air above you, and what a thunderstorm could squeeze out and rain down on you. It's quite a bit as we go into Saturday. So that's why we got to watch out. Some of these thunderstorms today, again, strong to severe there across that belt through the mid-Atlantic. On this 4th of July, upper level energy shows you we've got some trouble across the north central tier of the nation. This storm system still trying to fire up and digging its way on through right into Saturday, where it will bring some wet weather towards the East Coast. First up, though, as we go through the rest of the day, we'll watch for that severe weather threat. Greatest threats found across southeastern Minnesota, southwestern Wisconsin. Showers and thunderstorms still firing up across Iowa, still some of that activity into Oklahoma, and there's plenty more off towards the east, but it is that wet weather trend that might set you back a little bit as we move through time. Into Friday morning, things will quiet down some, but this low isn't fully out of here through Friday. So that means more thunderstorms associated with it. Indiana, Ohio taking the hot spot on it. Behind it, cool enough air to stir up a little bit of rainfall in a few locations.